Hi, you're watching another episode of What Sean Said. Oh, wait.
Start again. Right, get
Not start watching, is listening.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, hi.
Hi. It's my big moment.
I thought he was going to take his jacket
Hi, you're
off.
watching another episode. For God's sake.
Carl, shut the fuck up.
It's you! I can't deal with this. Hi. Hi, you're listening to another episode of What Sean Says with me, Ben.
Sure. Kyle.
And Jack.
So, what we're going to be talking about first is Poland.
Poland was
decided to shit in a saucepan.
That was
that the first topic?
Yeah, that's the first topic. We're going straight there because I had to do this introduction for some reason halfway through talking to it, and I want to know why you did it. Why did you shit in a saucepan? Sean?
Well, Kyle was the one who gave. Oh my god, I got blocked nose.
Is that how you unblock it? Ben's gone.
It's hard to speak when I got blocked nose.
Okay.
So, Sean, you shit in a saucepan. Could you explain to us why you did that?
Well, Kyle was my inspiration for shitting in a saucepan. Well, but I have to explain why. It's because he was sick, and he was being sick in the toilet, and he needed to go for a shit at the same time. And instead of sitting on the toilet and using the saucepan to be sick in, he's been sick in the toilet and puts the saucepan underneath him to go for a shit.
Like,
Which is weird.
I don't get the logic in that.
Why
Cause
would you do that?
There's many a times where I have to evacuate out of both ends, and sometimes you have to mix it up a bit.
mix it up a bit, but you could have used a saucepan for throwing up in.
Shit's a lot easier to clean up off the floor, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Would
No,
you rather
it's
clean
not.
shit or sick off the floor?
Yeah, but
you can pick a turd
sick.
why would either of them go on the floor if you've got something covering that area? You had a saucepan and a toilet, so what was your logic in
up.
that?
I was being sick and I really needed to poo, but you know when you retch,
Yeah.
it was making me poo.
Did you actually shit in the saucepan?
Oh no, I was close.
But you had the saucepan out and trousers
I had my
down.
hand
So
over my
you
bum.
thought Carl hasn't done it, so I should.
Exactly. I thought I'd give it a
clean.
surprise.
And then what did you just go? Oh, Carl, look what you did.
But what
Oh,
I
so
done was
you-
one cleverer than what Kyle done, because I put the saucepan in the toilet and then I shat in it.
You're
That is very
That
clever,
is
Sean.
so much more clever.
Sean, you're so clever,
You're a
mate.
smart guy.
You are a very smart guy. I walked up and I saw him and Brad like giggling. I just heard it from the bottom floor and I was like, what the hell are they doing now? What are they up to? Went up to the top and obviously my footsteps could be picked up on the stairs and all I heard was Sean go, shit, someone's there! Shit, someone's Walk through the door and then Sean's like and then there's a saucepan with like this like smell that plunged the room. It was gross.
It did have a lid on it.
Yeah. What made me laugh is you put it outside, and then once Carl got back, he didn't even look at it. He was like, "Nah, no time for this. I know what that is."
I
Then
thought like one of the neighbours had like cooked us like cookies or something.
What you think?
For being
Sean's
there.
shit smells of cookies.
No, you could smell the shit from the bottom of the stairs, and we were like 3 floors up. That's how strong it was.
The funny thing was, I went for the shit in saucepan. I said, "Brad, it's done," and he came running to get it, and he started running off with it. And
Your
then
poo.
I left the toilet thinking it was clean, and Brad went in there. He like comes sprinting out, and I went in there to check what was happening, and there was shit all over the place.
That was so fucking cool. Unbelievable.
I cleaned it up for him.
There was shit all over where?
all over the seats, all over the.
You shat on the seat.
Well,
How?
So you
wasn't-
say you're cleverer than me,
it wasn't
putting it in the
clean.
toilet, and you missed it and shat everywhere anyway.
no, it must have been when I picked it out. And
You
it,
picked the
fell
poo
off.
out?
You picked
No,
the
I
poo-
picked the saucepan out.
Ah.
I still can't
didn't
believe
get
you
to
did that
experience
though. Like I know what you would have done that, mate.
Well, I wouldn't have done it normally, but Kyle was the one who inspired me.
I'm glad I inspired.
And the saucepan was already in the toilet.
It looked like a melted Snickers in there, didn't it?
It was really bad.
Like a giant. I swear there was a nut in it.
Oh, Jack,
There was
why
no
were
nuts
you
in
looking at it that hard?
I was just like, you
That was a
know,
beautiful shit.
I like to observe these things. you
Sean,
see,
I
Ben.
really like what you've done here. This is
It
inspirational.
was, it was a
Did you
work
break
of
it
art.
up in your hands for consistency and stuff as well?
It was like a chocolate
yeah.
crayon going out there.
Oh, I can paint with this. I can draw. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I can paint all over the toilet seat.
I love the way, like, we just talk about Poland, and the first thing we talk about is Sean shitting into a saucepan. That pretty much underlines the whole holiday.
That was the most eventful thing.
That was the most
Definitely.
eventful thing.
I wasn't even in the room. That was the most eventful part for me.
Well, we saw a pug having a shit as well. That was pretty eventful.
Oh yeah, because when you guys wanted to go back to the square, me and Carl wanted to go to exploring, and the best thing we saw outside of where we were was the local pug doing a poo.
Was it Sean?
He looked like Sean, I'd say that now, probably when he was doing his shit.
It
in
was
that
the strain on its poor face, wasn't it? It's literally, as soon as we came around the corner, all you could see was this arsehole on this massive log just sliding out.
Yeah. It was like a kebab falling out his ass. It was crazy.
Is it the same as when you walked into the room? That's all you could see.
Yeah.
Just a massive
Sean
log.
over a saucepan. Veins popping out and everything. I just find it funny how like open everyone was on holiday as well. Like I've never been that open with you guys. I mean, one minute there was Brad and Carl walk around the room with their knob out together.
Just to confirm for the viewers, there were 2 rooms. I was not in this room. I would not have been this open. Just a disclaimer, this was all them.
But
Mate, there was a lot of drink. There was a lot of drinking.
you wasn't even drinking. You were sober.
We were drunk.
Don't say that. I'm
If
trying to
anything-
rationalise this.
If anything, you
Jack.
had bicarbonated water, whatever it is. Is it bicarbonated or soda water?
Were all of you walking around the place naked together? Did you all like just check each other out?
I didn't do anything. These guys are wanting, bro, get your pants off. That's what you were like. Get your pants off.
Jack
You
wasn't
can
as-
be quiet.
Jack
You
was
was
not
just as bad.
comfortable.
It was bad and Carl the one that shit in his shower.
On the next episode of Brokeback Mountain.
Yes. They visit Poland. It was
I'd
very
be
good.
more comfortable showering with Brad having a shit though than with Jack.
Oh,
'cause-
definitely, 100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a really funny moment. Obviously, with my bowels being explosive as they are, I was going for a number 2 before going into the shower. Now these guys thought it was funny to unlock the door from the outside and open it. I had no control over this. I literally, did my thing, wiped up, got ready to go in the shower. I was butt naked as it was. Then I hear outside. Obviously, Sean was on his way with Brad and Kyle. Then the door just swings open, and they're like, "Oh God, get on the road! Jesus Christ, oh Jack, you stink!" I was like,
I don't think I've ever smelt anything so bad. It was like a wall, wasn't it?
My poo being this far away from my face was better than
Yeah, it was 10 times better.
it was.
That was awful. Honestly.
So bad.
Wasn't Sean's face funny though when he sniffed his own poo?
Oh, what, the retching, yeah.
Sean, do you want to do an impression of that right now? That just killed me. That did.
No, thank
Why don't you just fart and he probably will?
You'll leave the room if I fart. You'll be out in the garden. Because apparently my farts are diabolical. It was a very good holiday. I loved it. So
How is your back anyway? Let's see how your back's doing.
Oh,
Because we almost started a house fire with
We
your
did.
back, didn't we? Your back hair.
So, yes, I don't know if you heard about this, Ben, but Brad got his lighter out and he was singeing hairs off each of our bodies, which is another thing as well. That's another thing that came up, which was a bit, bit in your comfort zone, Kyle.
You know you
I
two are
was fine.
single right now.
Yeah.
If anyone watches this, you're definitely going to remain that way. I'm just saying, you two have been doing a lot of questionable things.
Questionable things. Yeah.
Oh
well,
my God, let me melt this hot candle wax on you. Oh,
It was all Brad, that one, let's be honest. That wasn't me and Kyle. Me and Kyle were just there enjoying the moment. In fact, Sean was probably
We were
really
enjoying
enjoying
the
it.
moment.
I think.
What, of burning Sean's pubes
Yeah.
off? Yeah.
Sean,
Get your pubes out, Sean! Get your pubes out!
he was like, "It's your forest fire" when you got it out.
Mate,
It was
I've
a
never
forest
seen
fire.
pubes that dense before.
It was like
It was ridiculous.
it was like an 80s porn star came into the room.
And it was so big, the patch, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, luckily I've got rid of it now.
You've got rid of it.
Burn it all.
You burnt it all off.
What with a
What?
lighter?
You burnt? What? Why? Why don't you just trim it like a normal person?
Well, I got Brad to do it for me.
Oh, he did the whole lot?
What, Brad?
Basically, pretty much.
Oh, what, from that night? I mean, before. Is this beforehand or?
Oh no, not before.
No,
Oh,
it's
no,
not
after.
a regular thing, Jack.
I have
I wouldn't
finished.
be surprised.
I finished the job afterwards. Not with
Finished.
a lighter, but
Oh, what? You blended in the burnt patch?
well, yeah. Imagine if you burnt the bum hairs.
Imagine if you burn your bum.
Yeah, you get like little poo particles.
Oh, God! Have you got clag nuts hanging off of like your
No,
bum
but
hair?
just imagine, because it would have been after that time I had the poo in the saucepan.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
not wipe
Oh,
properly or
Sean,
No, I
something?
wiped like this.
Oh,
So,
Just
so
like this?
Do you know what, Sean? I'll never forget when you asked me if I'd ever held. You know when you fold a piece of toilet paper up and you wipe like that, and then you go to wipe, but forget to remove your thumb, and then you're like, "Ben, have you ever done that?" I was like, "No," and I was like, "Sean, have you ever done that?" And you were like, "No."
I've never slipped my thumb into me bumhole.
No, but people
What
make
happened when you
mistakes.
wiped your thumb on your bumhole there?
What
Did
did
it gross you out? Were you sick?
No, not that bad. As long as it doesn't smell.
No, but you literally said you wiped your ass with your thumb because you forgot to remove.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I can wipe it off.
See, that's what I don't get about you. You'd quite happily throw up or leave a room just from the smell of a fart, but with actual physical poo on your thumb, yeah, sure, right, I'll wipe it off.
Did you just
Where's my own
go,
poo?
Sean? Did you just go? Oh, not again.
It's a sixth time this week, that Shackers. Guess I'll wipe it off.
Anyway,
We was on to the conversation about how you went a bit mental, Kyle,
Oh yeah.
on the night out.
there was police. I saw police, and then there was a load of people that didn't speak our language, and then I forgot who it was.
So how did you
Yeah.
actually forget where you was?
I drank too much, mate.
So what was going through your mind?
Probably nothing.
Probably not a lot, really.
Where am I was probably the main thing.
Yeah,
That's
that's
where
it.
am I? I
That's
still
the
don't
extent of
know.
it, really.
Are you
Okay.
actually?
I've got my
Where am
fingers
I?
Did you
stuck in this
physically
table.
forget where you was?
Yeah, I didn't know where I was.
Did you know it was because you was drunk?
No.
I'll tell you who did physically forget where they was. I'm looking at you, Sean. I'm on mushrooms again.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you talking about? You lost your mind. It
you
wasn't
gave
me.
me a bad trip.
You
I
didn't
was
take any drugs.
I
You
was-
weren't tripping.
I wasn't even on mushrooms, but you made me feel like I was because you were acting so weirdly.
So as you were, Kyle was giving Sean a bad trip. Sean, how does that even work? How do you get a bad trip when you weren't on the shrooms?
Oh no, because you can get flashbacks. Well, I don't know if truffles give you flashbacks, but apparently you can get flashbacks from taking psychedelic drugs, and I had one. And because Kyle was acting really weird, he was like acting how everyone described me to be when I was in Amsterdam, forgetting things and not knowing where I was. So I thought maybe, the 4 months from Amsterdam until now was all in my head. And then I started to like go really loopy. And it was not good. Just imagine though, after you've had Amsterdam and 4 months has been, and then it all starts to go weird and you wake back in Amsterdam. That would be my that's my
that'd be
biggest
horrible.
fear. I'd hate that.
That would be. Or imagine that, like us in the same room, Cole going up and down his ladder, Sean looking at the wall, not quite knowing what's going on in life, and Ben just I don't know
Ben
what
just
Ben was
walking
doing,
up and down trying to get people to do stuff.
playing some
Yeah.
really
That
weird.
was so
ass
funny.
music.
Oh, are we going to go to bed now? Or he did that 10 times and he kept walking back and forward.
Oh, guys, we're gonna go to bed now.
And then when you didn't get your way on that, it's like, oh, we're going to get some food. And then that was your new circuit. Back and forwards for
I remember
food.
that. I ate my food, and then I think I ate all of Sean's food. Sean didn't want it, and then I ate one of
You
Jack's
got the
sandwiches
munchies
as well.
bad. You
yeah,
ate
that was
so much.
great. I love that.
You must have eaten about 6 cheese toasties there, mate.
Oh my god, do you remember the amount of lollipops I went through to the point where the straw was
Yeah,
raw
you're
in
eating
my
the
mouth?
straws.
I was like, oh, it's disgusting. When I started to sober up a little bit, I was like, ah,
He was
what?
like,
Ah, someone.
he was like, this lollipop's good. He's got paper around his mouth. And then we got to Amsterdam. It was that point where we realised, where's Sean at? We looked back and he's still in the train, just looking at a wall. Like,
When we came back up to you, you were just staring at a wall. And then when you saw us, you just like walked over.
we must have walked like half a mile from the train station and realised that Sean wasn't with us. Everyone else carried on walking, including Ben. Me and Carl went back and we just saw Sean.
I was bad that night, man. I was really
Oh,
bad.
my favourite bit was when you were trying to phone Charlotte and you couldn't see your phone screen, and then you would just sometimes you got through to Charlotte, but other times you were just speaking to yourself on the phone in the corner of a bar.
Well, I remember because obviously when you're looking at your phone you can't see it, and I remember like trying to squint and seeing the names, and I couldn't see the names. So then I went to the keypad and I could just about see the numbers, and I started dialing the number. The 2 numbers I know off by heart are my number and Charlotte's number. But I was calling my own number. So then in the morning when I looked at my phone, I had loads of missed calls from myself.
Yeah, who did you actually... What was the name, though?
Oh, something like the greatest. I can't remember.
Was that your name on your phone?
What he set himself as.
So you've added yourself on your phone and called yourself the greatest. I don't even know who you are, Sean. You're literally incredible.
I think it's changed me a little bit, just the way I think a little bit.
I think it's changed.
Do you think about different things that you never used to think about before? Because it does actually make you think about weird things.
Could you expand on that? What do you mean?
Like the world being an illusion. Have you ever thought of that?
No.
You never thought of that?
No.
I never used to think of that before. And
That's just a standard like philosophical thing, though, Sean. That's just
yeah, but I never used to think like that. But only
so it
after
made you
this
a philosopher,
experience,
is what you're saying.
maybe, yeah.
You became a philosopher after
Yeah.
taking recreational drugs.
And then you think maybe. explain it, but I think about some weird things like time and memories. I think about them a lot more than what I used to.
Like what? Like I said, be at my house for 5:30 today, and you was like, you got there about 5:45, like 5:50, a bit late.
And then you said, Sean, you're late, and you went, am I?
Yeah. Am I late? Am I? Or is time a real thing?
No, like,
Am I even alive?
Time is a man-made construction. We're actually in the now, Jack. There is no 2:45 or 5:15.
But look,
There's the nose clearing thing again.
There we go.
Did you like what you saw then?
if you
Did you look?
Wait a minute.
Jack, look. That's
I'm
him
ready.
right there, mate.
Ready to talk
if
now.
you didn't consider a day, or not consider, but know the difference between a day by looking at day and night and the time, you would never know how long a week is, would you?
So if you never saw day or night,
No, but you like measure your time by the clock.
Yeah.
And day and night. But if there was no day and night and no clock, it just seems like you can't
You could
grasp what time is.
You could tell the time by going off the sun and where it is in the day. But I know what you mean in terms of a week. If you went like a year without keeping track of it, then surely, yeah, I know what you mean. You'd eventually lose track unless you were keeping track from
Yeah.
the day where time no
Oh,
longer
yeah.
exists. But I know what you mean.
can you imagine John
You
and
know.
Stephen Hawking together?
If you just
There is the
compared
Big
the
Bang
two,
Theory.
though, you can imagine him in his spare time. He reads books, and then in your spare time, you shit in saucepans.
Jack, what's something that you don't want to do?
Something that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Shit in a saucepan.
Okay, Sean, try to convince Jack why you should shit in a saucepan. Just give it a go.
Go on,
Just- how would you
you're
convince
the
him?
expert at this, apparently.
Yeah.
You may as well tell
Just
us
give
how.
it a go.
You know,
I
try
don't think
and
I could do that.
sell it
Why
to
not?
me,
Just
Sean.
try and what else does Jack want to do and try and convince him to do it? You know Jack quite well.
Yeah, you know me very well, Sean. I don't want to shit into a saucepan.
Jack doesn't want to complain when he orders a veggie burger but gets given a beef burger.
Oh yeah, that okay. Let's not get into that story,
Come on.
right? Now, I'm obviously just recently. I mean, you can't call me a proper vegetarian, but recently I've become a vegetarian, and I ordered a veggie burger in just after we came back from Poland, and the girl comes over and puts it on puts it on the table. Me thinking it was a veggie burger, I started eating the chips and I went to go eat the burger. But just before I went to go take a bite of the burger, the girl comes over and says, "Oh, by the way, that's beef. Is that okay?" I just looked at her, and inside me there was a guy going, "Oh, fucking course it's not okay." But I'm too polite. I think I blame my dad for it. I'm very polite. I wouldn't complain about it. But however, I had this one in my ear and Brad in my ear going,
Yeah.
"Go on, mate, complain. I want a free ice cream."
She took the burger. Brad said, "Can I keep the burger? Because he will eat it." And she said, "I'll ask the chef." And she never did ask the chef. She just took it and went away. She said it'd be 5 minutes, and it was about 20 minutes as well for the replacement burger to come out.
Yeah, but I don't mind if.
And then she didn't offer you. She didn't even say sorry.
But we go there quite often. I don't want to go back.
You should have said.
It was your sister's friend, and you want me to complain to your
should have
sister's
said,
friend.
It's not acceptable.
I just,
You should have said.
unacceptable.
Would you have
Unacceptable.
complained?
Yeah, I don't think I would have complained.
And I didn't even say sorry.
I would have been annoyed if she didn't say sorry.
She
She
did.
did
She
it.
come over and she.
Yeah, but it wasn't. She wasn't really sorry.
I think
And
it's a
she
bit
didn't-
bad that she went, "Is that okay?"
And she didn't even ask the chef
She-
if
she-
we could keep the burger.
It's just the fact that she just came over my shoulder, and just before I was about to take a bite of it, she's like, "Oh yeah, it's beef by the way. Is that okay?" I was like, "No, it's fucking not," in my head. But I was like, "Yeah, no, it's not fine. It's not good at all. Change it, please."
Yeah,
But
Jack's
she-
a bit of a pushover, isn't he?
He's a big pushover.
I'm not a pushover. I'm just over
Definitely
polite.
a pushover.
I'm just over polite, and you know.
Only thing when you're not a pushover is to do with money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh come on, guys.
That is true.
I know.
Yeah, he's got you there.
Yeah.
He's got you there.
Remember that time I ordered a cheese and bacon burger, and you ordered a cheeseburger,
Yes.
and you paid for my cheese and bacon burger, which was like 50p more. And I said, "Jack, you just paid for my burger." And he was like, "Oh my god, I need a refund. I need a refund."
Look, money is very valuable to me, guys, and I don't spend it as stupidly as you do, Sean. I don't go and waste all my money in a casino.
Is that why you almost cried when you lost £10 at a casino?
You cried, mate. It was both me and
No,
me and
mate.
Kyle.
There was a little tear in the corner of your eye, and your bottom lip was going.
Well, you cried as well. I remember us both sat there, Sean and Aaron off going spending loads of money on the casino on the roulette tables. Me and you spent like 10 quid on this, 20 quid altogether on this roulette table. We lost it, and as soon as we lost it, cued in the Coldplay music. What So what's that song again?
Oh, that really sad song.
Sad Coldplay
Yeah.
music started playing, and then I just looked at you, and you looked at me, and we was like, "This."
How romantic.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment. Yeah.
You looked at me, I looked at you.
And it was a very sad moment for everyone.
Then
And
we kissed, didn't we, Jet?
Yes.
Can't
Wasn't
do-
expecting that reply, was you?
No. You actually just lost your shit at that point, to be fair.
I did lose
He's
my
like,
shit.
I'm never fucking gambling again, ever. And it was all over £10.
And I left.
This is stupid. I can't believe I did.
Anyone will fucking do
It's still £10.
What's the biggest waste of money you've done?
At £10, apparently. The biggest waste of money I have ever done. Oh, that's a very good.
Oh, I spent £2 on a meal deal and never ate it. That's a good question to ask you, actually. What's the biggest waste of money you've ever spent?
Oh well, if it's not to do with the casino, probably I booked a ticket to go to Japan. That was about 500 quid, and I changed the date on going, leaving and coming back twice, and it was like £150 each time. So by this point I spent over £800 on it, and in the end I cancelled the flight and only got £200 back. So that was probably about £600 down the drain.
Not that pool table you brought. Do you
Oh,
remember
yeah,
the pool
that's it.
table in
And
his
the
room? And you had to use it like that.
oh, yeah,
We used it once.
and the free televisions that you bought spontaneously that one year.
And those free monitors you brought.
Well, actually, yeah,
I could name
it was-
100 things. How?
Yeah, do you reckon we could name some stuff?
Yes, I think we could.
So
actually.
free monitors, all those tellies.
That
Oh,
moped.
the
pool
free
table.
monitors was really bad.
That
Yeah.
moped.
That's the
You,
ones I sold to Brad, weren't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I bought them for £90 each, I think, and I sold two of them to Brad for £30 together.
Sean.
Oh,
The hiking shoes when you was meant to go up. Was it when you was climbing up that mountain?
Yeah, that was meant to be the 3 peaks. Bought them for 45 quid and went down to the boot fair. I was trying to just get an innocent £5 for it, brand new, and she haggled me down to like £3.
£3 for a pair of proper hiking shoes. Original price 45. I just took this fucking hell, mate. There's loads of things.
That's bad.
Sean, you would be a great businessman. You, salesman even. Sorry, salesman.
That would not be a good salesman.
Yeah, oh, you'd be so good, Sean. I'd
Can't
love to see
believe
it.
I would have just said no. £3. Spend an extra
Well, I didn't even
£2.
get to take them out of the bag. She came straight over, started going through my bags, picked out the shoes, and she goes, £3. And I was like, I want 5. And she said, no, 3. Okay.
All right, you got me there. The brand new £45 unused, £3. Thanks.
It's a good deal.
Good deal.
And then my mum sells a second-hand teddy bear for £10.
£10?
Oh.